Hi, this is a Yesterday's Moose production, and today we're playing Juuouki, otherwise known as Altered Beast, for the PC Engine. Because, surprise, there's yet another version. Let's just get things started, shall we? I'm going to start without cheats, just to show how it plays and how difficult it is. And I have a punch and a kick and up to jump, which is not ideal. Diagonal jumping is still a problem. By the way, I like how they scale towards the screen like the arcade version. And this is also 2 players. Ow. Did not mean for that to happen. The animations are also good. Pretty accurate to the arcade. And this happens a lot, by the way. Getting juggled by enemies. This is why I consider this version very difficult. I'm already down to my last life and my last health. I don't think they play tested this very well to see how difficult it would be, and there's no difficulty settings. And I can't get out of this corner. And there I go. I'm already dead. That's how difficult this game is. So let's just go ahead and turn on the cheats, shall we? I have invincibility and lives. So invincibility value would be set at 13. Memory address is 2048. And that gives you invincibility and extra lives or unlimited lives. Value is 5. Memory address 2304. Let's go ahead and put that on. And invincibility is not always worthwhile, so I might have to turn it off at some point in time. And see, you don't even get to continue or anything. Now there might be a cheat online or something for how to continue, but I don't know if there is such a thing and I haven't looked it up. Ow. For some reason this version doesn't seem to flow as well as the other versions that I've played so far. I definitely don't like how the wolves just kind of pop in and they're hard to defeat. I got it this time. No sound clip for power up. There is a CD version of this game which has all the voice samples and everything. It's actually quite impressive. It has a bit of full motion video at the beginning, expanding on the story a little bit more. But I don't have a copy of that. I don't even know if there is emulation for those, for the CD games. Although I do have the TurboGrafx 16 Mini, and that has some of the CD games. It even has Rondo of Blood, but it's in Japanese. Not that that makes it any more difficult to play or anything. And once again, we got a screen lock. I have to defeat this enemy, and he's gonna, of course, make it impossible to defeat him. It's because of the jumping. Jumping is what's making this hard to defeat him. I am not jumping high enough, and I'm not sure how to jump high enough. There we go. I have to hold up. I really don't like having to press up to jump. It is not intuitive at all. So I was thinking about the Sega Master System version of Altered Beast once again, and I was thinking maybe because the levels are actually long, if you don't become the Altered Beast, they just keep going and going, and maybe that's what used up so much information? But I still think if it was a 2 meg cartridge, they could have fit the whole game on there. By that I mean having the bear stage. See, what gets you is that your knockback is just long enough to get hit by the enemy twice. There's no invincibility frames. Wow. That is a little bit too fast. Oh, by the way, look at the score there on the top left-hand side. Obviously, it's glitchy because of the codes they put in. I didn't realize that happened. Okay, does he grow? Does he scale, or do they just use different... Yeah, they just use different sizes. It doesn't actually do scaling. I'm not even sure if PC Engine / TurboGrafx 16 does scaling at all. Granted, it was kind of a novel feature back then. Not a lot of systems did it. The Super Nintendo, of course, had Mode 7. And then, say, the, what was it called? Sega 32X had scaling and rotation. I think it even did it with sprites. For some reason, these battles seem more difficult than any other version, which is why I have to put on invincibility. I guess they wanted to let players get their money's worth out of it. I'm also surprised this didn't get a North American release. I mean, why wouldn't it? Maybe it's a licensing thing. Maybe Sega said you can't put it in North America. By the way, now we have the cutscenes. Haven't seen those yet. Oh no. I'm trapped in the corner again. That happens a lot in this version, which is why invincibility needs to be turned off sometimes. Because believe it or not, the invincibility is preventing the full animation or something. I don't know how to explain it. It just, somehow the invincibility makes things weirder. I also noticed that powering up is just like an instant sprite change. Like his shirt doesn't fly off or anything like that. See, why does it have to land directly on me and prevent me from moving? Haha, got ya. I still have to make my Minute Moose episodes about the secrets for the Sega Master System version of Altered Beast. Also, I'll probably be making one about the Genesis version of Altered Beast because there's a few secrets for that one. Come down here. Come on. That was not helpful at all. Haha, okay, finally. Something about the way this plays is so stiff and unresponsive. It really is not that fun. Maybe that's why it didn't make it to North America. It just wasn't as good as they could have made it. It's hard to say. Come on. Thank you. By the way, when the wolf transformation happened in the previous level, it just kind of flashed and then I became a wolf. Whereas the arcade version, you kind of transform slowly, morph into a wolf. And I believe the Sega Genesis version does that as well. It's unclear why they wouldn't have included it in this one. It's also unclear why Sega didn't go to the trouble of making all of the transformations a morph. They only did it with the wolf. Okay, I'm ready for you. Lightning is not as responsive as it could be. Very slow. Normally you should be able to lightning very quickly. Come on. See, there's no reason why they should be able to hit me. I should be able to lightning quick enough to zap them all. Like, how are you supposed to do this without cheating? Although I bet if I looked up a long play online, there'd be somebody getting through this without getting hit once. I'm sure that exists. Haha. Okay, on to the bear stage, right? Wow, that's not an annoying sound at all. I mean, I'm playing this right now with headphones on, so that the audio of the game doesn't pick up on my microphone. And it was just like this droning noise. Come on. Let me get that wolf. Wow. These enemies are going way too fast. How am I supposed to react to that at all? Well, from the looks of it, we do have all of the enemies at least. Not that that should be surprising or anything. I'll just fall down the hole. Where's my wolves at? Okay, there we go. Definitely going about this the long way. What can I say? Come on now. Where'd the spirit ball go? Okay. What's going on here? I'm stuck in the corner. Ag. This game is definitely out to destroy you. It does not want to let you get through. How could you possibly be expected to get through this in 3 or 4 lives and no continues? Ah, there we go. And I did lose a life, but that's because the unlimited lives code is set to cap out at 3. So there you go. I won't go below 3. Oh, come on, how come that didn't work? Okay, so they do now turn into stone. So that's cool. This boss coming up, though, is the one where invincibility might have to be turned off. I don't think anyone properly play tested this boss, because it is only vulnerable for a very short period of time. Like, am I doing damage? Now I am, for sure. But, like, you can't avoid that thing that flies around at all. Trust me, there's no way I can possibly avoid that at all. I can't jump over it because my character doesn't react quickly enough, and the attack takes up the entire screen. So I will turn off invincibility for now. And that seemed to help me last time. It may or may not actually work, but we shall see. No, doesn't seem to be making any difference whatsoever. So I may as well leave it on. It's about time. There's absolutely no way that any human being could get through that without invincibility. That took forever. You just can't attack the enemy. It doesn't get hurt. Alright, finally, on to the tiger stage. And the wolf is up there because of course it is. And these guys take considerably more damage, which I guess is fitting. Man, this jump is not responsive at all. I press up and it takes about 2 seconds before the character actually jumps. So it's almost like not jumping. I press up, there we go, up, jump, considerable delay. How are you supposed to be tactical? That's why pressing both buttons to jump would be a lot simpler and make more sense. There's the wolf, and I was prepared, but of course he hit me anyway. It's the eye of the tiger. And that looks weird for some reason. The ball looks okay, at least. I kinda can't wait until I play the arcade version of this game. So much better. Even the Genesis version is better. Granted, they are considerably easier, and I believe the Genesis version has a secret difficulty select. But even still, they're more fun. It also seems that maybe the scrolling is a little slower in this version. Can't say for sure. Once again, it's not blinking to let me know that I'm hurting it. Okay, now it's blinking. Am I gonna defeat this super easily? Well, anything compared to the previous boss will be easier, that's for sure. Wow. That took no time at all. On to the final level. My question is, what will the ending be like? Will I have credits? Will I have cutscenes? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I've played this all the way through, but I forget what happens at the end. I really must say that the animation in this is quite impressive. I believe it is better in that respect than the Genesis version. They did cut down on the animation for the Genesis version. Even the way that you defeat the enemies is kind of lackluster by comparison. I know the Genesis doesn't have scaling, but they could have done something to replicate the effect. Am I gonna be able to jump and get that? Yes. And will the final boss in this be as easy to defeat as he usually is? Not so much in the Famicom version. That's a little bit more difficult. I mean, eventually once you figure out the pattern, it's certainly easy. Haha. No, no, no. The knockback in this game is killer, I tell you. And the spirit ball is gone, because of course it is. Game, you're just delaying the inevitable. I'm going to become the Altered Beast. I tell you that right now. Wow, I don't think there's enough of those guys on the screen. Jump, I tell you. Jump. Where are you, Wolfie? Wolfie! You're gonna pop out and then you're gonna juggle me around the screen. That's what's gonna happen, isn't it? There you are. And juggle me around the screen and Spirit Ball is gone. Haha! And I'm supposed to be gold, but kinda looks a little greenish to me. Maybe not. Really doesn't seem to be enough enemies around. Like right now, where are they? One guy? Two? Alright, I'm ready for you. But my jumping is not very good, so we'll see how this goes. I've been playing the game so long that my capture card, or capture device rather, conked out, and I had to reload. And he really likes to trap me in this corner here. I'm just gonna cheese him by attacking him like that. It's certainly a lot more difficult to do the pattern that I would normally do. Mainly because of the jump. You know what? I'll just go ahead and say it right now. I do not like this version at all. It's cheap. It does stuff like this, gets you trapped in a corner. There's absolutely no way to get out of it. You have to basically be invincible to beat the boss on the bear stage. The jumping is unresponsive. Everything is slow and clunky. Yes, the animation may be good on the enemies and such, but it does not make up for stuff like this. I do not see myself revisiting this version of Altered Beast at all ever again in my life. Seriously, how are you supposed to get through this? The answer is you're not. Playing this is not fun. I can only imagine what watching it is like. I apologize to all my viewers. I certainly could have picked a better game to compare. But I don't know, I had to do this. I really did. Why? 'Cause I don't know. Everybody must see the amazingness of the PC Engine version of Ultra Beast. And it's done. It's finally done. It's over. Oh my god. Okay, we'll see what happens in the ending of this game. At this point, I'm just going to end my commentary here. So thank you very much for watching. This has been a Yesterday's Moose production, and I'll see you next time.